Welcome to Tech Transformation with CGT and RIS News. I'm Lisa Johnson, the editor-in-chief of CGT. Now, in Tech Transformation, we talk about the innovative ways companies are leveraging technologies to be more collaborative partners with their retailers. So in this episode of Tech Transformation, I'm talking with Kate Garner, SVP of Marketing at PepsiCo, about how PepsiCo's use of technology has evolved to share more consumer insights with its partners. So Kate, welcome.
Well, thank you, Lisa. It's great to be here.
Can you talk a little bit about how you share these insights across PepsiCo as an organization? Obviously, your team has them, is able to leverage them, but how do you work to disseminate them across the rest of the company?
So like any good marketer, right, it's almost like a marketing campaign, and you need to break down the target audience into different personas. And so we have some within our organization who use this capability on a day in and a day out basis. And so for those folks, we have training, we have webinars, we record them, we put them at their fingertips. And then we have experts who would have almost office hour type capability to meet with some of our sales and category leaders to answer questions, all the way up to our senior executives, where we're looking to just curate and help inform them on the insights and the learnings. And so there you'll see we have quarterly newsletters that we're putting into inbox. If you go to pepviz.com, you also can get those and sign up to see some of those newsletters that really articulate for the marketplace what are the industry leading insights that we're seeing.
Data democratization is kind of a universal challenge across consumer goods organizations and retailers. So as you've been working with Pepviz, what are some of the challenges that you've encountered in this, and what are the steps that you took to solve them?
Yeah, I would say the biggest challenge is being in the right place at the right time, right? So when it comes to data democratization, oftentimes it's really linking up with the opportunity and ensuring that we have the right analytics there. And so one is just what we've talked about, really messaging broadly on how to access resources and how to get questions out there. And so one of the things we have is an open forum where you can go online at any time and ask questions and engage with our experts. That's probably one of the best ways we've found to make sure that we're able to overcome some of those obstacles.
Well, that's very cool. So this open forum, how do they access it?
It's through Teams, so through different collaborative sites, so they can come on and work through just ongoing dialogue or access different files and directives in terms of where we need to send them.
That's cool. Okay, so what's next for Pepviz? Can you give us a kind of a preview of what's in the future?
Yeah, what is next for Pepviz? So certainly we will continue on our journey to distribute and democratize our capabilities, whether that's through the information on pepviz.com or finding it on PepsiCo Industry Insiders on LinkedIn. But what's next for PepsiCo will always be what's next for the industry in terms of the next challenge that we're facing. So as we look to this next year and really seeking to understand the value opportunity and the inflation impact that continues to have on shoppers as we head into the second half of 23 and 2024, we'll be focused in on what are the insights we need to glean from that and how do we, in partnership with our retailers, drive growth.
So then what do you see as the future of retail or maybe just e-commerce?
The future of retail and e-commerce. So there's no doubt that anyone's going to say it boomed during the pandemic. What's interesting is that with anything, when you grow something really fast, you have to then take a pause when you get a bit more stability into the marketplace and assess how do you become more efficient and effective at these where you've invested. And so I think we'll continue to see investment across that space as retailers seek to ensure that they deliver that efficiency and effectively. And then, across the industry, you hear the word phygital, right? The integration of physical and digital. So it's not just about streamlining end-to-end digital or e-commerce, but it's really about the integration then of what it looks like. So that shopper path to that is become so much more complex. And oftentimes consumers may start in a digital space, but end in, purchasing from a brick and mortar and going in store. So they may build their list online, access their coupons, but then actually do the physical shopping. Or they may do all of that and do curbside. We're eventually going to see a lot more of the VR and other areas where consumers are engaging with products. And so what's next, I think, is really seeking to understand what that future shopper journey looks like. And I think what we'll be really telling are what are the catalysts that really put us on a hockey stick curve like we saw during the pandemic versus perhaps a more slow investment environment.